Syed Shahabuddin, you're working committee member of the All India Muslim Personal Law Board, you're convener of the Babri Masjid Movement Coordination Committee. Are you disappointed?
I'm surprised. And I had always been talking about that everybody should abide by the final judicial verdict. Because perhaps I had a sixth sense that either party will have to go to the Supreme Court. And of course, we are bound by law and constitution to abide by the Supreme Court judgment. But there are 2 or 3 points that I would like to make. Number one, they have decided that the idol of Ram that is there is a legal person, therefore entitled to land, entitled to property, hold property. I have no idea, I have not seen any record to say that the murti that was smuggled into the Babri Masjid on the dead night of 22-23 December was ever went through the normal rituals for being converted into a worshipable object. So how does it become a legal person?
What about something else? They have also in their judgments, 2 out of 3, decided that in fact the masjid was never a proper masjid because it was built against the tenets of Islam. That's part of the official issues for briefing that the court has released.
But that is based on an assumption that a standing mandir was demolished to build a masjid. And I am of the same view, that if a standing mandir is demolished to build a masjid, it is no masjid at all. But where are the facts?
So if those facts that establish this was a standing mandir that was demolished, then you would concur with that section of the judgment?
In fact, I went about saying, I will take a hammer in my own hand and demolish it.
Okay, you would take a hammer in your hands to demolish it if that fact were the case. Sheshadri Chari, something else that runs as a very strong strain through this judgment is the repeated belief, again by at least 2 out of 3, if not in this case all 3 judges, is that Hindus and Muslims used to worship together on this site but in different places. Is that therefore one good credible reason, a good factual reason for suggesting that it be split in 3?
I think finally the Supreme Court will have the last word on this. But I think all the 3 learned judges have made 2 very important observations. One is, in spite of dissenting, it's not a majority verdict. It's 3 different judgments. Because on a number of issues, all the 3 have different viewpoints. There's only one learned judge who has said that the entire land should be handed over to the Hindu claimants.
That's Justice Sharma.
Justice Sharma. Otherwise, the other 2 have very categorically probably stated that it should be split. It's a split verdict in the sense the verdict to split. Now, this was not the appeal by any of the parties. Neither the Sunni Waqf Board, nor the Nirmohi Akhada, nor the Ramlala went to the court saying that please say whether we should split the land or not. They didn't say that. It was a title suit basically. So the court should have gone into the details of the title deeds.
So to the extent they didn't, are you also indicating disappointment?
To the extent that there is no title suit either with the Sunni Waqf Board, because if they claim that the land belongs to that, it was bequeathed to them, then it was Mir Baqi who built the masjid, and Mir Baqi was a Shia. There was no way a Shia could have given the land to the Sunni. I don't know.
Let's not get lost in the intricacies of history. Come to the central core point you're making.
The core point of the whole thing is that it was almost decided, it was almost known long before this judgment came that it will be a split verdict, and obviously it will pave the way for a higher court to come and make a judgment on this.